Okay, everybody, I'm back. So I just finished doing the deed in here, just the saliva. So it's actually very took a little bit longer than I expected, because I wasn't able to produce what I needed to produce to get it filled. It's not as much as I thought I was going to fill it up. I thought it was going to be like that much, but it's about that much. Even that much was a little bit for me more. It took me about 3 or 4 times. So then inside this little cap here, this is like a little liquid. So I snapped it down and went inside. So it made it get a little bit higher or fill it up some more. So now I got to take this top off here. Throw the little top on here. If I'm on CSI, put it on there. And it says just place it in the bag and seal it. So then there's a peel to expose. So I got. Oh, here it goes. There it goes. So take this off. Seal it up. Seal it up. Then put it back in the box it comes in. It also has a number on the. It has a number. I'm sorry, can't see it, but it's on the tube itself. And you write it down on the back of the card. You have to register as well on the site. So I haven't done that yet. I will do that later on though. There's a number. Put it back inside. It says before I mail it off, I need to register. So I will do that later on. I'm excited. And we see some things. So again, according to the commercials, you know, I can see some things learn some insight about my health and my habits. Even might explain why I'm bald. I went bald really early in my life. I had plans to have when I was a youngster. I had long hair. I did cut a youngster. It's like an old man. When I was younger, I had a lot of hair on my head, and of course, like I got older, I cut it off to a high top fade. I don't know if you imagine this high top fade. I did that, and then went to the military. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get out the military. I'm gonna get some dreads, some braids, and get my hair long again. Because after 20 years of being in the military, I didn't have long hair for a long time. And then, guess what? This went away and this grew. So be it. But anyway, hopefully, again, I'm excited about getting this back in the mail soon here. Or not in the back of the mail, but getting the results of this back. I will definitely, once it gets back, hopefully not too soon or not too long, it will be, I'll be able to let you guys know what the results is. And we read that together. Yay. Well, no, actually, I probably will read it by myself, then let you guys know. Because I want to read it by myself first. I don't know. We decide. Like a gender reveal party. Hey guys, I'm back here. I had to change some things up here, so I do apologize about that. So let's get back into it. All right. So again, I definitely wanted to do the 23andMe to explore my heritage more. Like I spoke before, most African Americans, our history did not start for us on paper until we reached the shores of America. So therefore, I think this would be a good opportunity for me to get that insight to where I came from. So that's why I did it. Again, I did choose my birthday and also February as Black History Month because again, it's kind of symbolic, or it has a better meaning for me to do that during this month. All right, so again, like I said before, I was in Germany. So after I got out the military, I had spent another 4 years there. So I decided to come back to the States. We picked Hampton, Virginia. And so I didn't know much about Hampton. I didn't, what I thought I knew, it was definitely what it is. That being said, is basically, I thought it was country. I've never been out to this East Coast. I only went from Indiana all the way to California. I also lived in New Mexico for a couple of years. So, again, I never really explored the West, it's like East Coast. I did go to New York as a kid, but again, I don't remember that, so it doesn't count. But so again, most of my adulthood, or actually most of my life, I only been to either Midwest or West Coast, never out to the East Coast. So I was happily surprised about Hampton itself. Before I came out here, I did some little research to to get some kind of insight where I was coming to. So what I did do, what I did find out is actually it was amazing to me. It had a lot of history behind it, so I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what history we did have here as far as African Americans. Then I realized that slaves, this is one of the areas that we came to, or we was brought to, we first arrived here in America. So the Hampton areas where slaves were brought to, which is again not the best part of our history, but it is part of our history. So definitely have to talk about that. Also, again, of course, we had the Civil War. It was here. One of the good things that also, the most recent things that happened was, I don't know if you guys remember about the movie Hidden Figures, which had Taraji P. Henson, Octavia Spencer, and I'll get her name wrong. Sorry, Janelle Monáe. These sisters, they were actually played a great role in this movie. And again, it's about the NASA space program and about the African American women mathematicians' contributions to the space program at that time. These ladies were doing amazing things with math. They was able to outthink computers. They was responsible for returning the Apollo mission or the Apollo capsule back to Earth when it had some malfunctions. So if you see the movie, you definitely know what it's about. Again, I did not realize that was in this area. I did not know that until I seen the movie and I was here already and it hit at the exact same time. So the one surviving lady of the three ladies that was in the movie, Katherine Johnson, she's actually still living. She's 100 years young. She's come down here a couple of times to Hampton University to speak. She's still in the Virginia area. I don't know where she stays at right now, but I know she's still in the Virginia area. But she still comes down to speak when she can. So hopefully the next time she comes to speak, I can come out and listen to her speak, because I actually would love the opportunity to hear what she has to say. Because again, just the things that she and her fellow co-workers went through was amazing. What they was able to do with math was, I hate math. But what they was able to do with math, and I'll think of the computers at that time, was actually a very, very great accomplishment for these ladies. So that's one thing. Also, of course, speaking of Hampton, you can't speak of Hampton without speaking about Hampton University. One of the top black HBCUs in the country. Then I didn't relate the two until I got here. Go figure. Again, it was started right after the Civil War by black and white leaders in the community. It started out there. So again, they housed the NASA program, which is one of the few learning institutions that will have that type of program attached with them. Okay, and also again, speaking of my movies, Birth of a Nation, about the Nat Turner slave uprising or revolt. That was right in there. It's about an hour away in Southampton County, which is about, again, an hour away from here. But again, it has some significance because it is part of the Hampton Roads area that that's around here. So it was good. It was, some history that I did not realize. It's more history than that, which I'll probably most likely touch bases on that throughout the month, throughout the year. Okay. Again, something else is not my history, but something I ran across this recently. I ran across the interview. Excuse me. I ran across the interview with rapper and now political, I guess you call him activist, Killer Mike. He was doing an interview with the Breakfast Club a couple weeks ago, I believe, and he has some great topics I loved what he was talking about. Good ideas. I have to catch his Netflix show when I get a chance, which I will be doing when I have the most available time to me. He talked about one thing that I will point out. He talked about it was the use of the word nigga. His thoughts and my thoughts on the same word as actually echoes, because he said he uses the word nigger all the time. He doesn't have a problem with it, and neither do I. I think that I know it was a word that was given to us to bring us down and to knock us down and make us feel bad. But we was able, as a people, to take that word and definitely turn it around. And in most cases, use it in the term of endearment. Yes, there is some negative activity associated with that word, with the word nigger, but it is what it is. Again, throughout the course of history, now it's become the fact that all of a sudden people feel that it's offensive. It was offensive back then when it started. So what was the difference now between then? We definitely took the word and took the power. We turned it around, took the power out from it, and reclaimed it. And then all of a sudden, when we start using it, it was like, oh no, we can't use that word anymore. How can you tell us not to use the word when you started the word? But hey, it's a very big debate on both sides of the line, the color lines, black and white. Again, I don't fault nobody for using it. I do use it, and most times I do use it, I'm using it in a term of endearment to my brothers and sisters, which I really don't use it to the females or if you had women. But to my dudes, it's like, hey, my nigger, my dude, it's the same thing. So again, I do echo his thoughts behind that. So that being said, he has some good things. I don't think it's something that we should have to worry about. We have more pressing problems than what we call ourselves. So again, that's pretty much it. Again, thank you very much. I'm very excited. As you can tell, I'm very nervous. This is my very first YouTube video. So I do appreciate your guys' time and listening to me and going with me through this my little journey and try to figure out my heritage. Again, I know who I am as a person. I just like to know some more details. And this right here, I'm not plugging these guys. It just was given to me for my birthday. I will look at the other system, other testing system again as soon as I get the chance. But it's a good way for me to talk about things. I want to always, if you know me, I'm very opinionated. And I'm not afraid to talk what's on my mind. It's always not the best thing, but good topics, or it's not the safe topics. That's not to say good topics. The safe topics. I don't mind touching the nerve because again, we have to think. If you're not thinking, you're not moving. You're just resting. And if you're just resting, you're definitely not woke. So, it is what it is. I'm definitely coming with some more topics. It's not always going to be so serious. Again, I'm also not I'm not a serious person all the time. I like to laugh, have fun. So this time right here, I just decided to do something that is close to me and talk about something I wanted to do right now. So again, yes, definitely tune in next week. The results, hopefully, should be back into me next week. If not, the week afterwards, we'll definitely have something to talk about because I have plenty of things in my brain. So definitely thank you guys again. I welcome any comments, constructive criticism. Go ahead, shoot your shot, say what you got to say. It's a free form. You guys say, I will entertain anything. I know people can be nasty, so hopefully the guys don't bash me too much, or people don't bash me too much. Okay. So that's it. Don't forget also, don't forget at the bottom here, there somewhere over there, it's gonna be it's definitely gonna be a like and subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, and you're gonna see you guys later on. Okay, we can see me later on talking about what's on my mind, and that's Drel Talks. Thank you. God bless. Have a good one. Okay.